Have you ever thought about what a woman is really thinking when she says hello? Is it just a welcome, or does it mean a lot of different things to her? Men often try to figure out how women think, but what if I told you that the ancient philosophy of Stoicism holds the answers? That's right. Stoicism's deep insights into human nature can help you see things from her point of view, understand her better, and connect with her on a deeper level. Today, we're going to talk about how you can use Stoic principles to figure out how women think, which is a complicated but fascinating puzzle. We'll talk about how to read their body language, figure out how they're feeling, and respond in a way that connects with them on a deeper level. Whether you want to improve your current relationship or just get a better sense of your dating life, this video will help you understand those mysterious signals. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe. For more videos like this, subscribe to our channel. Let's work together to solve the puzzle. First, a man must always be able to control himself, keep himself in check by controlling his feelings and thoughts. Stoicism's main idea tells us to control our inner world, no matter what is going on around us. Imagine yourself in a tense argument where the other person is yelling and you stay calm and collected. Women naturally gravitate towards men who can maintain their composure under pressure and act with a clear sense of purpose, demonstrating their emotional strength. For example, let's say you're at a busy restaurant and the service is slow. Instead of getting frustrated and snapping at the waiter, you remain patient and understanding. Your date sees this and knows that you can handle minor problems with grace. This patience improves the evening and shows you can stay calm when things don't go as planned. Women find this kind of maturity and dependability very attractive. Imagine receiving criticism at work. Instead of getting defensive or angry, you take a moment to process the feedback and reply thoughtfully. This demonstrates maturity and self-awareness, traits highly appreciated by women. Women like and notice men who can take feedback well and use it to make themselves better. In charge of yourself, you control the situation. This means you can make things happen instead of just sitting back and waiting for them. For instance, if you're working toward a goal, such as a job goal or a personal project, and you encounter problems, your ability to remain focused and calm will distinguish you from others who might give up or worry. Worry. Women prefer men who can thrive under pressure rather than crumble, as they demonstrate their strength. Self-control includes how you deal with other people and your relationships. Think about a time when you were feeling jealous or insecure, but you didn't let those feelings control what you did. Instead, you acknowledged them, but didn't act on them right away. You talked to your partner freely and honestly, which strengthened your relationship. Trust and respect. Men who can manage their emotions and communicate effectively with others, avoiding conflicts or drama in social settings, attract women. If someone tries to provoke you or get under your skin at a social event, you don't get angry or defensive. Instead, you stay calm and collected, maybe even making the situation more interesting with humor or a measured response. This demonstrates your maturity and strength, highlighting your resilience. To sum up, maintaining self-control is a powerful way to attract women and get them thinking about you. It shows that you have deep inner strength and mastery of emotions, which are highly attractive. By living by this Stoic principle, you show that you are a man of substance who can handle life's challenges with confidence and calmness. This personality trait will set you apart and impress any woman you meet. When you're under a lot of stress, deal with problems with grace and control your feelings in a healthy way. This is what makes you stand out, and it makes you unforgettable if you want to live by your ideals. Do what you believe in. A key idea in Stoic philosophy and a strong attraction factor in relationships is that when you act in line with your core beliefs and principles, you emit an air of honesty and integrity that women truly feel. When you follow your beliefs, you make decisions that reflect your values. Take the value of family as an example. If you choose to spend quality time with your family over other activities, this choice says a lot about your character. Women will see that you are dedicated, responsible, and value deep connections and loyalty. Similarly, if personal growth is important to you, you'll put time and effort into activities that improve your skills and knowledge. This drive to improve yourself not only helps you grow, but it also shows that you are ambitious and committed to becoming the best version of yourself. Giving back to your community is another part of living by your values. You can do this by volunteering for a local cause or just helping out a friend. Your deeds show that you care about others and are responsible. Women like men who are kind and proactive and go above and beyond to make the world a better place. Living by your values also means setting clear boundaries. In your relationships, make sure everyone knows you value mutual respect. This not only protects your own health, but also builds a healthy relationship dynamic with others. Women will respect you for standing up for yourself and keeping high standards in your relationships. By being true to yourself and your values, you create a magnetic presence that naturally attracts women who share your values and admire your integrity. When you are confident and sure of yourself, you give off a sense of self-assurance that is very attractive. Your unwavering commitment to your values and the sense of purpose that guides your actions will attract women. Living your values means following them in every aspect of your life, not just following rules. This consistency and authenticity make you stand out and leave a lasting impression. It makes your life better and helps you attract women who like and respect the real you. Number 3, read body language. Understanding body language is 3. Understanding body language is akin to deciphering a secret that provides you with an advantage in any circumstance, particularly when interacting with women. Think about being able to read a woman's body language and know if she's interested, attracted, or even ready to take things to the next level. This skill is like having a superpower that makes you stand out from other guys. Since body language makes up more than 60% of what we say, learning to read it can make your relationships with other people a lot better. Simply observing someone's face, posture, or even the direction of their feet can reveal a wealth of information about their thoughts and feelings. It's not enough to just read someone else's body language. You also need to learn how to read your own. For example, you can use your posture, gestures, and eye contact to show confidence and attraction. Be aware of your non-verbal cues to create an atmosphere that draws her in and makes her want to stay. Now, let's connect this to Stoicism. Stoic philosophy tells us to be aware of the present moment at all times. When you pay attention to her body language, you're practicing this awareness. You're not just hearing what she says, you're also seeing how she acts and reacts. This high level of awareness helps you act well and connect with someone better. For example, if you're on a date and she leans in, makes strong eye contact, and copies your movements, that's a good sign that she's interested. A Stoic person would stay calm and collected. By recognizing these signs without getting too excited, you keep your cool, which in turn makes you even more attractive. On the other hand, if you see signs of discomfort or disinterest, a Stoic person would not take it personally. Instead, they would see it as useful information, like a sign to change the subject, give her more space, or just accept that the connection isn't there. You become more resilient and less susceptible to negative reactions when you possess this level of emotional control and adaptability. Body language is a powerful way to get women to notice you. You need to be 2 steps ahead of her, knowing and sending the right signals and creating a mood that naturally draws her to you. Like any other skill, it takes time and practice to get proficient at it, but once you do, the results will be amazing. So start observing, practicing, and incorporating this awareness into your daily interactions. It will not only improve your dating life, but also your overall communication skills, making you more confident and perceptive. Number 4. Ask interesting 4. Ask intriguing questions. Asking questions that maintain interest is what enhances the quality of a conversation. Men who are naturally curious can use it to ask intriguing and engaging questions. This not only lets her know you're interested in her, but it also helps you learn more about her in a serious way. Asking thoughtful questions shows that you care about her feelings and thoughts, which can make her think of you after the conversation. For instance, rather than posing the question, "Did you have a good day?" which elicits a simple yes or no response, consider posing the question, "What was the highlight of your day?" This question encourages her to talk more about her experiences and feelings. When you ask the right questions, you give women the chance to talk about themselves, which not only makes her feel valued, but also builds a deeper connection. For example, asking, "What do you love?" or "Tell me about a time when you were truly happy." Lets her open up and share more personal stories. To build a relationship with a woman, you should avoid asking too personal or invasive questions and instead focus on open-ended questions that require a more detailed answer. Also, don't ask questions that you already know the answer to, as this can make the conversation feel forced. Understanding how women think is important for any man who wants to be successful in relationships, because women are complicated and often say one thing while meaning something else. To get into a woman's mind, you need to learn how to combine psychology with conversation. For example, if she says, "I'm fine," but her body language suggests otherwise, you can gently ask, "It seems like something might be bothering you. Do you want to talk about it?" This shows that you are paying attention and care about her well-being. You can get a better idea of what she is really thinking and feeling by using psychology in your conversations. This deeper understanding will not only make her think about you, but it will also leave a lasting impression. For example, if she tells you a story about her childhood, you can later bring it up in a thoughtful way by saying, "I remember you saying how much you loved visiting your grandparents' house. That must have been a special place for you." Asking intriguing questions is a powerful way to get a woman to think about you, because it shows that you are interested in her as a person, builds deeper connections, and shows that you understand her thoughts and feelings. This method, which is based on the Stoic ideas of empathy and genuine curiosity, will make you stand out and make an impression on her that will last. 5. Practice being mindful. When it comes to women, men who get along with them don't just hear what they're saying, they really listen. This means more than just nodding or waiting for their turn to speak. To listen in this case means picking up on the tiny hints and nonverbal messages she is sending. This means paying attention to her tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language. Imagine she's telling you about her day while other men are thinking of their next clever remark or story to tell. You focus on her and listen to what she says, but you also notice the excitement in her eyes when she talks about her passion, or the slight hesitancy in her voice when she talks about something that upsets her. You don't just hear her words, you understand her emotions and thoughts behind them. This deeper level of listening helps you connect with her because it shows that you value what she has to say and that you respect her feelings and experiences. For example, if she talks about a hobby she loves, you remember it and bring it up in future conversations. When she talks about a tough situation at work, you show that you care about her well-being by genuinely understanding and supporting her. Stoicism teaches us how important it is to be present and fully involved in the moment. When you listen to a woman with your full attention, you practice this principle. You're not thinking about or worrying about anything else. You're completely focused on her. This presence creates a strong bond and makes her feel truly understood and valued. But listening isn't just about understanding what she says. It's also about seeing things from her point of view. For example, when she's complaining about a problem with a friend, instead of offering solutions or judging the situation, you try to see it from her point of view. You acknowledge her feelings and validate her experience. This shows her that you understand her point of view and are willing to support her emotionally. For example, instead of giving her advice or changing the subject, you could say, "I can see why that would be really frustrating for you." This is about being there for her in a way that makes her feel heard and appreciated. More importantly, this level of understanding gives you a huge advantage when it comes to building a deeper relationship. When you really know what she wants and how she thinks, you can respond in ways that resonate with her. For example, you could remember her favorite book and surprise her with a copy of the newest book by that author. Remember to listen with your eyes as well as your ears. Women often show their emotions through short-term facial expressions or subtle body language. Being aware of these cues can help you figure out what she's trying to say without her words. To listen deeply, as Stoicism suggests, you need to be patient, present, and empathetic. It's about making her feel important and valued, which will make her think about you more. By listening with your whole being, not just your ears, you create a connection that goes beyond words and touches the core of who she is. This approach is crucial as it fosters a genuine bond and appreciation that sets you apart from others. It is beneficial to exercise patience. It is beneficial to be patient. Relationship patience involves both waiting and acting while waiting. Being patient is a strong trait that shows how strong and emotionally mature you are. As Stoics, we believe this. We embrace waiting as a method to navigate life's uncertainties with elegance and resilience. Think about the beginning stages of getting to know someone. Instead of rushing into things, let the relationship grow naturally. This thoughtful approach not only shows respect for her pace, but it also demonstrates that you can stay calm in uncertain situations. For example, instead of constantly texting or pressuring her to meet up, give her space and time to show interest. Your actions make her feel loved and appreciated, which leads to a stronger bond over time. Being patient in a relationship also means realizing that deep connections take time to form. It means letting her open up at her own pace and respecting her limits. Imagine you're having a deep conversation with someone and she doesn't want to share something personal. Instead of pushing her to open up, you listen carefully and reassure her that she can share when she feels ready. This gives her a sense of security and comfort, making her feel valued and understood. Also, patience isn't just for the early stages of dating. It means dealing with problems and disagreements with a steady resolve. For example, if you disagree with someone, you don't react immediately. Instead, you take a step back, listen carefully, and respond thoughtfully. Imagine that you and your partner are disagreeing about a big issue. Instead of getting angry or defensive, you calmly listen to her point of view, acknowledge her feelings, and work together to find a beneficial solution. This shows that you want to understand her and find common ground. Being patient doesn't mean being passive. By following the Stoic principle, you can build a relationship based on trust, respect, and long-lasting connection. So the next time you want to rush or act without thinking, remember that patience is a virtue that will make her think about you more, appreciate your presence, and build a deeper, more meaningful relationship with you. Next, understand Women 7. Figure out how women act. Behavior. Reading people like pros is like having a superpower. Imagine walking into a room and knowing right away who everyone is, what they want, and how they might act. This skill is especially useful for understanding women. Men who master it can handle social situations with ease and confidence. Let's look at this from a serious point of view. Stoicism tells us to look around and understand things without judging them. When you talk to a woman, pay attention to her body language, tone of voice, and the words she uses. These small signs can tell you a lot about how she's feeling and what she wants to say. For example, if she crosses her arms and looks away, she might be defensive or not interested. On the other hand, if she leans in and maintains eye contact, she's probably engaged and interested in the conversation. Imagine you're having a conversation with a woman at a coffee shop. She persistently glances at her phone, her body tilts slightly away from you, and her responses are brief. These signs show that she might not be fully present or interested. If a man reads these signs, he can either change the subject or decide it's best to end the conversation politely. On the other hand, if he doesn't, he might keep talking about himself and find that she quickly leaves the conversation. Knowing when a woman is comfortable, anxious, excited, or bored is part of being able to read her. This knowledge lets you change how you talk to her while still showing empathy and genuine interest. For example, if a woman seems nervous, you can make her feel better by telling her a humorous story or asking her about something she's really interested in. This not only makes her feel better, but it also shows that you care about how she feels. In addition, this skill significantly contributes to the development of deeper relationships. When men are present and truly listen instead of just waiting for their turn to talk, women appreciate it. This kind of attention can make a woman feel valued and understood, which makes her think about you even when you're not around. But this kind of attention comes with substantial responsibility. Stoicism teaches us to use our skills morally. Reading people doesn't mean using them to get what you want. Build real relationships and have beneficial conversations by using what you know. For example, if you think a woman is having a difficult day, offer to help her instead of trying to take advantage of her weakness. To sum up, knowing how to read women is a powerful skill that can help your dating life and relationships if you can observe without judging. By showing empathy and using your insights in a responsible way, you can make connections with women that make them think about you long after the conversation is over. This is in line with Stoic ideas because it stresses mindfulness, moral behavior, and the importance of real human connection. Number 8. Practice 8. Practice empathetic understanding. Empathy, or being able to truly understand and share another person's feelings, is a powerful trait that fits well with the ideas of Stoicism. The Stoics believed that it was important to understand others, see things from their point of view, and respond with kindness and wisdom. This trait is especially important when talking to women because it helps you connect on a deeper level than just the surface level. Let's say your partner is experiencing stress following a demanding day. Instead of ignoring her feelings or trying to solve her problems right away, take a moment to really listen and understand how she feels. By recognizing her struggles and letting her know you are there for her, this simple act of empathy can change your relationship. When you empathize with a woman, you create a space where she feels safe to talk about her feelings. For example, if she tells you she's disappointed about a project at work, you could respond, "I can see how much effort you put into that project, and how disappointing it must be to not see the results you hoped for." This demonstrates that you are not only paying attention, but also empathizing with her feelings. Understanding her needs and wants without her having to say them is like tuning into her emotional frequency. Men who are skilled at empathy can handle a woman's emotions with grace and understanding, creating a bond that is difficult to break. This connection makes her think of you because she knows you truly understand her. Additionally, when you practice empathy, you embody the Stoic principle of being present in the moment. Instead of being preoccupied with your own thoughts or judgments, you focus entirely on her and her experience. This mindfulness can deepen your connection and make her feel valued. Empathy also means being patient and giving her the space to express her feelings fully. If she's upset, you might say, "I'm here for you, and I want to understand what you're going through." This shows that you care and respect how she deals with her emotions. Women naturally seek partners who can connect with them on an emotional level. When you show empathy, you show that you are aware of her feelings and can make a deep emotional connection with her. This makes her feel understood and appreciated, leaving a lasting impression. Remember that empathy isn't just about understanding how she feels, it's also about making her feel understood. This builds a strong emotional bond that makes her think about you even when you're not around. By following this Stoic principle, you show her that you are not just any man, but a man who values and understands the depth of her emotions. Take in the power of 9. Accept the power of being alone. Solitude is not synonymous with loneliness. It refers to the deliberate choice to spend time alone, reflecting, recuperating, and re-establishing a Stoic connection with yourself. Being alone is an important way to think about yourself and learn more. Solitude makes you independent and self-sufficient, which are naturally attractive traits. Let's say you start meditating once a week. As you sit quietly, focus on your breath, and let go of daily stresses, you develop a sense of inner peace. This calmness doesn't just stay with you during meditation, it spreads into your daily interactions, making you more grounded and centered. People, especially women, notice your stability and calm demeanor when you maintain grounding. They sense your ability to handle life's ups and downs with grace. For example, writing down your thoughts and feelings in a journal can help you become more self-aware. When you know yourself well, you're less likely to let outside opinions or pressures affect your relationships. This certainty pulls you in. Women are drawn to men who are confident in themselves and their life path, and who enjoy spending time alone. Hobbies like reading or hiking can also help you connect with your inner world. Engaging in these activities allows you to freely explore your interests and passions. For example, imagine that you enjoy hiking alone and feeling incredibly proud of yourself when you reach the top of a mountain. By discussing your victory, you gain strength and independence. Women are interested in your drive and the strength you gain from these strong solo adventures. Solitude is also a time for personal growth and development. Reflecting on your values, goals, and aspirations helps you stay true to yourself. For example, if you spend time considering what truly matters to you, such as kindness or integrity, you'll align your actions with these values. By living with purpose and conviction, this alignment creates a harmonious and authentic life that enhances your attractiveness. Ultimately, embracing the power of solitude is about nurturing your inner world and fostering a strong sense of self. When you have a fulfilling relationship with yourself, you attract women who appreciate self-discovery and personal growth. This not only makes you more interesting, but also shows that you can be alone without feeling lonely. Women admire and respect this quality, recognizing it as a sign of a man who can stand alone, yet remains enriched and balanced, prepared to share his life with someone equally strong and self-aware. Number 10. Cultivate 10. Control your emotions. Develop emotional control. Stoic thought stresses the importance of controlling your emotions, which is also a key part of making relationships that last. It's about controlling your emotions well, responding thoughtfully to situations, and staying balanced even when things get tough. For example, you've just had an unexpected setback at work. Instead of getting frustrated or angry, you take a deep breath, think about what happened, and respond with a clear head. This calmness not only eases stress, but it also gives people faith in your ability to deal with problems. This steady presence attracts both women and men, as it demonstrates power and dependability. Imagine that you and your partner have a disagreement. Instead of letting your emotions control your response, you listen carefully, acknowledge her feelings, and explain your point of view in a calm and respectful way. This not only stops the disagreement from getting worse, but also shows that you are emotionally mature and self-disciplined, which is very attractive and reassuring. Developing emotional intelligence also means knowing the power of empathy and compassion in your interactions. By tuning into other people's emotions and responding with empathy, you create a supportive and nurturing environment. For example, if your partner is having a difficult day, you don't brush off her worries. Instead, you offer your support and show that you genuinely care. It fosters deeper connections and strengthens the bonds of trust and understanding. Emotional control also means controlling your reactions and not responding too quickly to criticism or provocation. Instead of reacting without thinking, you take a moment to think and decide what to do. For instance, consider receiving harsh criticism or a comment. Instead of getting angry, you take a moment to think about it, respond carefully, or sometimes choose not to respond at all. This shows maturity and self-discipline, which are very attractive in a partner. Emotional control also includes how you talk about and show your feelings. By saying what you're feeling in a clear and respectful way, you show that you have emotional control. Encourage your friends to talk to each other in an open and honest way. Being open and honest with your partner builds intimacy and mutual respect, which is the basis for a long-lasting relationship. You calmly tell your partner what bothers you instead of holding it in or acting angry. This honest exchange not only solves the problem, but also makes your emotional bond stronger. Emotional control means taking charge of your inner world and getting better at handling relationships with grace and understanding. When you live by this Stoic concept, you create a presence that is both comforting and compelling, drawing people to you. Connections that matter. Women naturally like men who are in charge because it shows that you can handle the ups and downs of life with ease, making them feel safe and important in your company. How you handle your emotions and talk to others changes with emotional control. This has a lasting effect that strengthens relationships and attracts people who admire your power and calmness. By adhering to this Stoic principle, you cultivate a calm presence in challenging situations, a trait that people greatly appreciate and cherish in any relationship. This concludes our look at how Stoic principles can help us understand and handle the complicated and interesting world of the woman's mind. I hope you found Ives's point of view both thought-provoking and useful. The main ideas of Stoicism, such as patience, empathy, and awareness of both spoken and unspoken communication, are highly valuable in our quest to understand that these concepts are not merely abstract concepts. They can significantly impact our interactions with others. For example, by being patient, we give ourselves time to really listen and connect, realizing that every interaction has many levels. Worth looking into. Empathy lets us put ourselves in someone else's shoes and understand how they feel and what they think. Improving our ability to read verbal and non-verbal cues helps us respond more thoughtfully and appropriately, bridging communication gaps and promoting mutual respect. Whether your goal is to strengthen the bonds in an existing relationship or to gain a better understanding of how you interact with women every day, these skills will help you. These wise words from Stoics can change the way you do things. If you use these lessons, you can turn simple conversations into deep ones and casual ties into deep ones. If today's discussion resonated with you or inspired new ideas, I urge you to engage with this content. Clicking the like button helps the channel a lot and makes our content more visible to others. If you're not already a subscriber, you might want to join our community for more in-depth discussions. I'm examining relationship dynamics, personal development, and practical theory. I'm really interested in hearing about your thoughts and experiences. How have you used Stoic ideas in your relationships? Do you think these methods help you understand and connect with women? Please share your thoughts and stories in the section below the video. Your feedback not only improves the learning experience of everyone in the community, but it also helps us come up with new content. Finally, don't forget to watch the suggested videos that keep popping up on your screen. We carefully selected them to complement today's lessons and provide additional insights on fostering healthy relationships. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.